Hello and welcome to not Mumma Field. We're in Gilbert B. Miller Center. My apologies. But here we are in Hedgesville for some high school basketball, and I'm here with Nathaniel Hughes. And Nathaniel, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mason?
I'm good. So we are here for our first basketball broadcast of the year, and tonight we have our own Hedgesville Eagles versus the Fort Hill Sentinels coming in from Cumberland, Maryland. Hedgesville comes in at 3-0, and they came off a really impressive win last Friday.
They won that game on Friday night, 101-73, just obliterating the opposing team.
101-24.
101-24.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Against Hampshire, a region team. So one thing people like to do in this area is say that Hedgesville All Sports schedule weak opponents, but you can't say anything about Hampshire. Like, they are in our region, and most teams will end up playing them this year. And we don't know. Most will say it's because Hampshire's not very good, but I think this Hedgesville team has something to prove this year. They've got so many seniors. I think 6 seniors and a deep bench, so they've really got a lot to prove this year.
I agree.
So we're about 11 minutes away from opening tip between the Sentinels and the Eagles. And some keys to the game. Nathaniel, what do you think Hedgesville has to do to win this game and improve to 4-0?
They need to make free throws. That is a big problem for this Eagles team this year. They're just shooting 59% from the line, and that's got to change.
You're right.
They need to they need to cut down on turnovers, and they need to just overall run the offense properly and outscore the opponent, and they should come out with a W.
They run Princeton, which is a tough offense to run, but when run to a T, it's hard to defend, and that's why they've been so successful in recent years, only losing 5 games last year and I think 6 the year before. But they couldn't get over that hump in sectionals. But as you alluded to earlier, free throws have been the thorn in the side for Hedgesville. The best free throw percentage that I have in front of me right now is 78%, and that's only 7 for 9. The person with the most free throws attempted is Jamal Bland, and he's 13 of 22. So if you're Fort Hill and you have to foul at some point, you got to think they're going to go after Jamal and try to put a lot of pressure on him.
They should hack a shack him the whole fourth quarter,
Let's hope.
especially if the game's close. Hopefully it's not like that, but if I'm Fort Hill, fourth quarter late, I'm fouling Jamal.
Some other notable free throw percentages are Noah Fisher. He is a senior leader on this Eagle team, and he has been the main free throw guy. Like, if he gets to the line, it's almost every single time going in, but he's been to the line 10 times this year and only has made 4 for 40% free throw percentage. So you got to wonder, did something change in his form? Is he just nervous, or are they just not falling for him? But Noah is a leader on this team, and I think he should be okay as the season gets further.
I think we're going to see tonight, we're going to see those free throws start going in for Fisher, and he should have a good night tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to Noah before the game, and I was asking him. I didn't get to see the Hampshire game, sadly, when they won 101-24. But I asked him, hey, what changed in that game? Did you guys just make more shots, or the free throws started going down? And he told me they just couldn't miss anything.
Yeah, I mean, score 100 points, only allow 23, you know.
You're doing something right.
Yeah,
something's going good for you.
Obviously a superior team.
Yep, Hedgesville, like we said, coming into this game 3-0. They've started just how anyone basically expected them to, and they're continuing this year's tradition of successful Hedgesville sports. Now, you played for the football team. You want to tell everyone watching what went on with your season, how that went?
Well, we started out the year 4-1 or 5-1, excuse me. You know, we lost to Musselman, Martinsburg, and South Hagerstown, and unfortunately that loss to South Hagerstown, our offense just couldn't get started, and just lost the game that way. In Martinsburg and Musselman, we just have to get stronger in the weight room. They're bigger than us up front. Yeah,
that South Hagerstown game, that was a tough one. 12-2, 6 interceptions by the quarterback Jason Plotner, who's on this Hedgesville basketball team. And I want to ask you about that. What do you think playing 2 sports does for some of your teammates? Like, Niger is a leader on your defense. He's on the basketball team. Plotner, your quarterback, he's here. Javen, I think. played football, right?
Yeah.
Javen Wilmer, he's on this Eagle basketball team, and a couple more. What do you think that does for them?
I think for the skill positions, it doesn't really make a difference as much. But the big guys like Michael, he should be in the weight room right now to help him a lot better. I mean, obviously, if you want to play basketball, You know, that'll help him with his conditioning, with speed and stuff. But we need to get bigger up front.
So what do you think Hedgesville football is going to look like next year?
I think that realistically we should go 8-2. That South Hagerstown team, that game just, you know, it is what it was. We should have won that game easily. Probably should have beat them by 40 points. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, yeah. I mean, we're going to have Plotner will be gone because he's a senior, and he led the state in passing yards. Ethan Faircloth, who is honorable mention at defensive end for All-State, he'll be gone. And Gavin Smoot, who didn't play his senior year, and Taylor Hochsche due to injury. I mean, we'll have to find locker room leaders because they brought the leaders. They were big locker room leaders. So guys will have to step up.
How do you think Gavin and Hochsche not playing affected you guys as a team? Do you think you could have won? Obviously, the South Hagerstown game, you all say you should have won, but what do you think you could have played better in the Musselman Martinsburg games and the Hurricane game that ended up being the final game of the season?
I think that if we had Gavin and Hochsche, we would have beaten Musselman and we would have beaten Hurricane, and the Martinsburg game would have been a lot closer.
What was the final score of that Martinsburg game?
83-7.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but that if I recall correctly, that touchdown that Niger caught in the back of the end zone, if you haven't seen it, it's a great play.
Yeah.
You should ask somebody to show you. It's an amazing catch. That was the first time we had scored on them in 9 years, 10 years?
10 years. And before this season, we hadn't scored on them on any level, freshman, JV, or varsity. So
that's a crazy stat. And obviously, I mean, 80+7 is not a good score, but
not at all.
If you can break that streak, that's a start. And like you said, you got a good team, and it should get better.
Yeah. And teams like Martinsburg, they have a lot of guys not returning next season. So, I mean, they're still a top 25 team in the country, you know. So.
Yeah. Now back to the court. Earlier today, I got to talk to two of the senior leaders on this team, Breck and Noah Fisher, and here's the interview with them.
All right, we're pregame before the Hedgesville-Fort Hill game tonight. I'm with senior guards Brett Gates and Noah Fisher, and we're going to do 94 feet like Jay Billis. Jay, tell us how we do. All right, let's go, guys. Duke or Carolina?
100% Duke.
100% Carolina.
Best hair on the team?
Me, by far.
I'm going to go with Breck.
Who's got the best beard?
I do.
All right. Best uniform we wear?
The black ones.
Our black ones.
Pregame song?
300 Violin Orchestra.
Left hand, right hand.
Favorite Coach Church saying he tells you guys?
Be a fountain, not a drain.
Well done is better than well said.
Give me a team goal for the year.
Put a banner on the wall.
Get another ring.
Get another ring. All right. And favorite ESPN broadcaster?
Jay Billis.
Stephen A.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. That was 94 feet with Breck and Noah.
If you didn't understand the reference to Jay Billis is an ESPN analyst who interviews top college athletes when ESPN is at their field house for their games. And what we tried to do was recreate the 94 feet with Jay Billis, and I think we did a good job. Breck and Noah did a really nice job, and it's fun to get two good friends like that to talk. Now, we are just under 3 minutes before tip-off here, and we have in Hedgesville a great tradition of I don't know how to say this. A great tradition of student sections, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And here tonight, it's pajama night. And you play, like we talked about, you play football.
Yeah.
What do you think the student section does for a sporting, like a team out there? Do they, like, can you hear them while you're playing? Do you feed off their energy? What goes on in your mind?
I mean, you definitely feed off their energy at times, especially when it's a big game, close, you know, and you're on defense late in the game. It's always great to have the student section screaming loud, and, you know, 12th man.
12 man. And here tonight,
man.
yeah, 6 man.
Yeah.
That's the plan. It's looking kind of weak right now. As a student section leader, I'm kind of upset at the turnout, but it is exam week, and I don't blame people for not being here.
Yeah.
But you can do what you can do.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. They've never struggled.
These Eagles should win this game pretty handily, in my opinion.
Last year, these two teams met twice. Hedgesville taking both games here at Hedgesville and at Fort Hill. So fans should expect nothing less than a 4th win to start the season.
Yeah.
And then looking ahead for the Eagles, on Thursday we will be broadcasting again our next game in the Holiday Hoop Fest Classic that Hedgesville hosts every year. And we will be playing Kingsman Academy. And then that following Friday night, the 22nd, we will play Washington and Lee. So 2 more home games before Christmas break for the Eagles, and then they travel to Florida for a tournament. So good things coming for the basketball team here in Hedgesville. And we are about ready to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. And Nathaniel, we talked about keys to the game. If you're Fort Hill, you come into this hostile environment, what do you think the Sentinels have to do to try to beat the Eagles on their home floor?
They just have to tune out the noise of the fans, you know? In your mind, you gotta pretend like it's a home game, basically. You cannot be intimidated by this stacked Hedgesville squad, because that will get you in a hole real quick.
Yeah, I was watching warm-ups, and it looks like Hedgesville has the height advantage on Fort Hill. And we'll see if that plays into a factor in the rebound game. Later, like late in the game, we'll see how well each team is conditioned as the game wears on, and we'll see if Fort Hill can pull off the upset tonight.
Yeah. Well, they'll definitely become fired up in here as the obvious underdog.
Now, the starting lineup for the Sentinels. Number 0, Hayden Stubbs. Number 5, Ryan Muir. Number 23, Caleb Harden. Number 33, Connor Brode. Number 34, Josh Middleton.
What? And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the coolest intro in high school basketball.
Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior,
And it is tip-off time here in Hedgesville. If you didn't hear the starters for the Eagles, we have Sheldon Everhart, Jason Plattner, Brett Gates, Noah Fisher, and Jamal Bland. All 5 are the leading scorers for the Eagles, with Jamal with the team lead of 54, followed by Sheldon with 41. And Sheldon, only a sophomore, has really come out to be one of the Eagles' top players in his first 2 years. And this year, it's nothing different. It is just a absolute scoring machine, a scoring threat, and he's just got everything you need from a sophomore.
Absolutely. Height, length, speed, athleticism. He is definitely the future of this Eagles basketball team.
And here we go. Jamal and Harden with the tip, and Jamal wins it for the Eagles, and they will have the first possession of the night. Sentinels look to be in a 2-3 zone. Fisher with the 3 to start the game. Missed it. Rebound, Jamal Bland. Gates drops it down low to Bland on the baseline, and Bland goes up strong for his first bucket of the game. Assisted by Brett Gates. And a miscommunication by the Sentinels as that inbounds pass was kind of thrown halfway up the court. Murr with the ball now for the Sentinels. Fish with the steal, and he's going to get an easy breakaway layup. 4-0 quickly for Hedgesville.
That pass was just choreographed by the Sentinels. You could have seen that coming from a mile away.
Fish did a really nice job of jumping the lane and getting that, and that is something that Coach Church has been trying to get his team to do at the JV level. I don't know if you've seen the JV game, Nathaniel, but what he wants to do is get his guards and his backcourt pressuring the passes like Noah did on that last possession and getting easy breakaway layups and building the lead, as that one's poked away by Noah, and it will stay with Fort Hill. Lazy inbound pass, and it can't be controlled by Stubbs, and that one's going to go for Hedgesville.
Absolutely horrible pass there.
I don't think that had any chance of being controlled
No
by the
chance
Sentinel
at all.
offense. Sheldon with the shot fake kicks out to Plattner for 3, and he's got it.
Sentinels got to do a better job on defensively if they want to win this. They left Plattner wide open there.
And that's something you can't do. That is now his 6th three-pointer on the short season, and his percentage will go up, and he is the main three-point shooter. As that one's knocked away by Brett Gates, picked up by Noah Fisher. Stubbs trailing, and Noah just lost it, rebounded by Sheldon, and now rebounded again by Breck. 2 offensive rebounds and 2 poor shots for the Eagles. Sheldon with the fake gives it out to Jamal, who made the shot, but there's a call on the floor.
Maybe his foot was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
I didn't see what they said, but I don't really know what happened to Fisher on that breakaway layup. He either lost it or just got tipped or something, but couldn't really tell what happened. They were lucky enough that Sheldon was trailing the play. He got the rebound, but his putback shot was missed. So a couple of easy chances missed, as another Sentinel turnover is going to lead to points as Breck comes in for the left-hand layup. And the Eagles have jumped out to a 9-0 lead here early in the first quarter. They have a tough defense, and it will be hard to see, or hard for Fort Hill to try to break through, as it has been successful for the Eagles so far this season.
Fort Hill's got to break through pretty soon, or this gym's going to get very loud and it will be very tough for them to play.
It's going to get out of hand quick as the students let Stubbs know that he is their target for the night. Shot for the Sentinels, missed, rebounded by Hardin, and a foul called on Jamal. I thought he got all ball, but
That was all ball.
referee did not see that as we did.
That was not a great call by the referee there.
That was on Jamal Bland. His first, team first.
Grove will go to the line for the Sentinels.
Connor Grove at the line for the Sentinels.
First shot is up and no good. Second one up, and this one bounces away and rebounded by Brett Gates. Eagles with some pace up the floor, now settling back into their offense. Cross court past the Plotner. He shoots and fires for three again, and he's got it, and the Eagles are firing on all cylinders right now.
It's like a
And a
microwave.
timeout by Fort Hill, and they need it.
He's just like a microwave. He's just heating up.
That was a great shot by Plotner.
Sentinels call a 30-second timeout.
Catch and shoot. What a shot from the wing, and it barely touched the net. It looked like that went straight in.
It's like Stephen Curry out there.
And I'm looking at the Fort Hill sideline, and it looks like number 34, Milton, has his hands on his knees, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter, and he seems to be gassed. So clearly, this Hedgesville defense is something they're not ready for.
No, it is not.
Antoine Carter has checked into the game for the Eagles. His first time on the floor tonight. Gives Jamal a breather. As the Eagles now lead 12-0 with 4:24 left in the first quarter. Murr with the ball as he brings it up the floor for the Sentinels. Breck tried to jump the pass, missed it, and a Euro step. Tough shot, couldn't get it to go down. Rebound by Noah Fisher, and he's off and running, and that one's poked away, possibly saving a layup. Jamal checks back in.
Jamal Bland back to the floor for the Eagles.
Oh, Jason missed Jamal on the backdoor cut right there. Instead, he gives it up for a lob for Sheldon Everhart. A great play.
Just a great assist there by Plotner.
Eagles being unselfish is now every player, every starter has tallied an assist tonight. As that one's mishandled down low, but it is up and good.
First points on the board tonight for the Sentinels.
Yep, Hardin with the layup. Breaks the scoring drought for Fort Hill. Gates driving and up and good with the left hand. He's got 4 on the night.
Eagles on a 16-2 run here, opening up the game.
Good start if you're Hedgesville. Just what you want out of the gate after coming off that 101-point game. And you got to think, if you're on this team and you just beat a team a couple days ago with that wide of a margin, as that three-point shot is up and good for Grove, you got to think that you might come into this game a little big-headed, thinking you're just going to roll right through. And it looks like they're doing a good job of controlling that thought, but they are up 11 early. As Fish drives and goes up strong and is fouled. And he's going to go to the line. something that we said we're going to have to watch during this game.
I think he gets off to a good start here and sinks both of them. Best free throw shooter on the team last year. Should get back to it.
Carter at the scorer's table to check back in. Fish's first shot is up and good. Excuse me. And the second one is up and good for Fish. So a good start at the free throw line for the Eagles so far, as the lead is now 18-5. As Stubbs comes up the court and is double teamed quickly, breaks it, and now he's just dribbling for his life. Fish, good anticipation again as that ball is rocketed into the stands.
Playing a great game so far. That would have been, what, his third steal tonight?
Third, yeah.
Only the first quarter. He's on pace for 8, or he would have been on pace for 12.
Inbounded into Grove, now up to Stubbs. Bede making his first action today. Quick hands by Antoine Carter as Fish comes up with a loose ball, and he's going to take it himself. No call, missed shot, and rebounded by the Sentinels. Blocked by Jason Plotner. What a play by the senior.
Great defense down there in the low post by Plotner.
Caleb Welcher on for the first time tonight, as the Eagles are choosing to go big here early. Another block for the Eagles as Carter gets that one. Rebound and shot no good for the Sentinels. And the Eagles are looking to push. Quick pass up the court for Welcher, and he couldn't finish the play, but he'll go to the line. Nice find for Brett Gates down the court.
Great pass. We'll see if the Eagles can continue on their good trend of making free throws.
Misses the first. Second one is up and gets the lucky roll for his first point tonight. Javen Wilmer has checked in for the first time tonight. Approaching 1 minute left in this first quarter, with the Eagles up 19-5. A three, well short, rebounded by Brett Gates.
Poor shot selection there by the Sentinels. That is a big reason why they're down by 14 so far tonight.
Make that 16 as Antoine Carter gets the nice ditch from Jason Plotner, and he puts up an easy layup. Shot up, no good, foul called. Stubbs is going to go to the line as the Sentinels are sending three to check in. He knocks down the first.
That's what the Sentinels are going to have to do tonight. They're going to have to capitalize on easy opportunities such as at the free throw line to get back into this game.
Second one is up and good. Jamal, poor shot selection, ill-advised right there, and rebounded by the Sentinels. Stubbs trying to find something. He was bumped by Plotner, and what was the call right there? It's Eagle ball, so maybe he stepped out. I didn't see it. I thought they blew the whistle for Jason bumping him, which would have been a silly foul.
There was no call there. Ball just clearly rolled out of bounds.
Breck with a spin move, up and fouled, no good, but he'll go to the line. Coach Church barking orders at his team as he did not like what he saw on that last play. Breck makes the first one. And nails the second, as Niger Smith and Sheldon Everhart will check back into the game. A full court press by the Eagles put on as Stubbs is trapped, and Noah again with the quick hands knocks it out of bounds.
Welcome back in front court to the floor for the Eagles.
.20 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Hedgesville up 23-7. And help defense as Stubbs will hoist the three, partially blocked by Carter and rebounded by Noah Fisher. Errant pass gives the possession back to Fort Hill, and Niger Smith bringing out his football skills as he swats that one into the crowd, but they're going to give him a foul to him.
It's just like a wide receiver. Just look like a wide receiver coming over the middle on Friday nights. Great play there by Niger.
Nye just got that instinct.
Yeah. If you're an all-state
quick hands
safety,
again. All-state safety.
If you're an all-state safety, that'll do that for you. You know.
Yep. He well deserved. He had a great junior year. He's called again for the foul, giving him 2, and he's going to have to come out soon, but not right now apparently, as Coach Church is electing to leave him in for his last 3 seconds of the quarter. Shot from behind the backboard, misses everything. And Noah gets the rebound and hoists a weak shot down the floor. But at the end of the first quarter, your Eagles 23, Fort Hill 7. Jason Plotner led the Eagles in that first quarter with 6 points on his 2 3-pointers. Breck had 4. Noah had 4 as well.
Brett Gates also added 4 rebounds in the first quarter, on pace for 16. Great hustle by Gates.
So if you're Fort Hill, what are you talking about in your huddle right now to try to cut down this 16-point lead?
You just got to quit choreographing your passes. I mean, most of those steals you could have seen from a mile away. You got to have better shot selection, move the ball around better, you know, and defend Hedgesville better. A lot of these, if you cut down on the turnovers, a lot of this lead will go away because a lot of these points are coming off of a fast break.
Foul called on that last possession against the Eagles. Coach Church clearly not happy, as that one's on Jamal for his second, and he's going to have to sit for a little bit.
Let's welcome Antoine Carter to the floor for the Eagles.
Murr with the ball as Antoine tries to steal that pass. That one's knocked away by Breck, and it's going to stay with Fort Hill.
Fisher with the quick hands almost had his fifth steal tonight.
Grove inbounding for the Sentinels. That pass almost thrown away, but collected nicely by Harden. Murr trapped in the corner, throws a wild pass, but corralled nicely. Three-pointer for Fort Hill.
Hedgesville's got to do a better job defensively, as that Sentinel was left wide open there.
Stevenson with his first basket tonight, coming off the bench. Plotner drives, goes up strong, and one. Nice job by Jason there to finish the play.
We'll see right here if the Eagles can continue sinking free throws, shooting 80% from the line tonight.
Team fourth, Plotner at the line for the Eagles.
That one clanks off. Early on in the game, it's obvious to tell the Eagles like to trap as Fisher picks up another steal. Couple passes, and Breck gets the easy left-hand layup for his 6 points of the night. Here it is, like I was talking about. Eagles love to trap and force Fort Hill to put up wild shots as Fish went up for the block, but he came down hard, and he will be called for his first foul tonight.
If I'm Church, that's a good foul there. I mean, you know.
He read the pass and tried to swat the ball, but
Yeah.
just so happens that Milton is a bigger guy, and he's going to get a couple of chances to sink some free throws right here. And the first one clanks off.
So far, that foul has paid off for Fisher. We'll see if he can make the second one right here.
Stubbs checking in for Stevenson. He misses both, but an offensive rebound for Grove, and he goes up, and he's not fouled. Jump ball, possession Eagles. As Javen Wilmer's going to check back in for Hedgesville.
That was a good play there defensively by Plotner.
When the whistle initially blew, I thought they called a foul, but a nice call by the refs, and now the Eagles will get a chance to extend this 17-point lead. Javen finds Everhart in the corner, and he drives, kicks it out to Carter, and they're going to reset the offense. Stubbs intercepts that one, and he's going to try and is rim stuffed, and he blew an easy chance for some momentum for Fort Hill as Gates brings it up quickly, and he loses it. So some sloppy basketball right there. And a double dribble called on Stubbs, and the sloppiness continues. Gates inbounding to an open Javen Wilmer. Nothing really showing itself for Hedgesville right now. And they're going to call a travel on Jason as he went to drive. So another turnover for the Eagles. Murr drives and is stripped. He's begging for the foul, and I thought there was one as his arm did look to be smacked.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
No, they just said he fumbled it out of bounds. Or it was... Five-second call? Yep. And now some words being exchanged from Fort Hill and Breck. Number 23, Hardin and Breck were getting into it a little bit, and now Coach Church is disciplining his senior guard.
Well, that's going to happen when you're down by 17 early on in a game, especially in a game where you were big underdogs coming in. Emotions get stirring, and you know.
I didn't see if there was anything leading up to it or whether, or like why that really started, but Coach Church definitely disciplined his players, and he's telling them just don't buy into what they're trying to do. Don't stoop down to that level, and let's build on this lead and get into halftime. Up at least 20 right now. They only need 3 points to get to that kind of lead. And the scoring has really slowed down for Hedgesville. 23 points in that first quarter, now stuck at 27 here in the second. Wilmer drives, goes up strong, and no call. That one's rebounded and taken up by Fort Hill. Stubbs goes up and is fouled by Fisher, and he can't believe it.
I didn't see any foul there. That was a cheap call by the ref.
Fouls on Noah Fisher, his second, team seventh. Jaden Stubbs at the line for the Sentinels.
Stubbs makes his first shot. He is now 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Welcome Taylor Welcher back to the floor for the Eagles.
And he sinks the second as well. He's got 4 tonight. Brett kicks it out to Sheldon at the top of the key. Trying to find something. Plotner up for 3, and this one rattles in and out. His first miss from downtown tonight.
Fouls on Ryan Meir, his first.
Eagles appear to just not be able to get the lid off the basket here early in the second quarter. If they want to keep this lead, that'll have to change pretty soon.
Inbound pass to Plotner. He fires again from 3, and this time, same result, rattles in and out. That one looked to be more down than the first. Grove for 3 on the transition bucket. That one's in and out. Foul called on Fort Hill. We are the Eagles are in the bonus, so they will get some free throws coming up.
24, Jaden Dawson, his first, team 7. Jason Plotner at the line for the Eagles.
Plotner's 0 for 1 at the line tonight. Gets the first, and he will get a chance for another. Plotner coming into the game is 7 for 9 with a 78% free throw percentage. And the second one rolls in and around. Tough break for Jason. Easy travel call. The referee has stopped play to talk to the Fort Hill head coach. I don't know what about. What I saw was after the whistle, number 33, Grove, shot the ball, and Breck went up to try to keep it from going in. That's all I really saw. Not sure what was said down there. Nice pass to Javen Wilmers. He can't get that one to fall. Sheldon had a really nice dish to Javen right there. Good eyes on the court. Stubbs with the turnaround jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Jason Plotner.
Hey, they haven't been able to make any shots this second quarter, but luckily the Sentinels haven't been either. That's a good testament to this Eagles defense.
During their walkthrough today, I was up here trying to get this broadcast ready to go, and I was listening to Coach Church, and he was telling his team when they're running the offense, they're going to have to use head fakes because, as we talked about earlier, Princeton is a hard offense to run, and when it's run well, it's hard to defend. And if you watch a little bit closer, you can see a lot of head fakes happening for the Eagles as Breck takes a shot and is fouled and somehow found a way to knock over two Fort Hill defenders.
Foul is on 24, Jason Dawson, his second, team 8. Brett Gates at the line for the Eagles.
Breck coming into the game has not made a free throw. He has attempted 3. And again, his struggles will continue. Open, man. No one collected Murr, but luckily he missed. Rebound, Brett Gates.
Pass intercepted.
Did they get a foul call right there?
I think there was a foul on Plotner. I think that's what they're going to call. Just kind of looked like they bumped into each other. Although
Harden.
actually, no.
Harden and Middleton have checked back in for Fort Hill as we near the 2-minute and 30-second mark of the second half. Breck left wide open for 3. He takes it well short, and Fort Hill is just going to let that one roll out. So after the quick start in the first quarter, the Eagles have slowed way down, only 5 in this second quarter. Stubbs kicks it out to Murr in the corner. He gets a shot up, and it's partially blocked by Welcher, rebounded by Everhart. And Caleb can't handle the pass, and tried to save whatever that was. And that is flung out of bounds, and you can see the disgust on Coach Church's face.
Just hit him right on the foot as he was running down the court. He's ended up kicking it away from him.
Sentinels call a 30-second timeout.
So what we've seen so far in this game, if you're just joining us, the Eagles jumped out quickly to a 23-7 lead after 1. Everyone was scoring. No one was really missing open shots except for a few times on fast breaks, just mishandled the ball. But now, second quarter, nothing. Nothing is falling for Hedgesville.
Sentinels have made this game a lot closer, just 5-5 this quarter. Really playing on pace with this stacked Hedgesville team.
Yeah, but if Fort Hill is going to get back into this game, they're really going to need to start finding open shots and getting them to fall. Take that lid off the rim. If you're Hedgesville, obviously, you just want to figure out what you're doing in the first quarter and duplicate that for the rest of the game.
Key to Fort Hill for them to come back in this one is just to eliminate the turnovers and overall better shot selection.
Murr with the head fake, and he's bumped. It's going to be interesting foul call if that is one. They are going to call a foul on Caleb Welcher.
Caleb Welcher is first.
His first, team 8th, and that's going to send Stubbs to the line again for a 1-and-1.
Jaden Stubbs at the line for the Sentinels.
And he gets the first one to roll in. He remains perfect from the line. 5 for 5 so far tonight. And he finally does miss one as that one's rebounded by Javen Wilmer. Welcher open in the corner for 3, and he's got it.
First basket for these Eagles since early in the second quarter.
Pushes their lead to 31-13. We approach the 1-minute mark in the second quarter. Fort Hill trying to penetrate, and they'll settle for the jumper by Stubbs. Missed three-pointer rebounded by Sheldon Everhart. Welcher again from 3, no good this time. Rebounded by, Harden. Stubbs quickly down the lane, and he smokes another layup. He's been perfect from the line, but can't get anything from the field to fall. And that, like you said, poor shot selection. Actually, a good shot selection, honestly. Breakaway layup, but just couldn't get it to go down.
Terrible execution there.
You're right. Breck going strong to the hole, and he's up and good from the right hand. Breck has 10 so far tonight, leading the Eagle offense. Deep 3 to end the half, no good, and rebounded by Breck. And the Eagles will take a 33-13 lead into the locker room. So Nathaniel, what did you see in that first half from Fort Hill?
I saw them have a lot of times where they had a good shot selection, like a layup, and they just blew it. I mean, terrible execution. And they just had poor ball movement, or poor ball handling, and they had a lot of turnovers. And you cut down on that to get back into this game.
And what did you see from the Eagle offense?
I mean, they had great shot selection, capitalizing on the wide open threes. Jason Plotner hit 3 of them, I believe, three-pointers.
He was 2 for 4 in that first half.
All right, he hit
from downtown.
2 3-pointers. And overall, Brett Gates playing a great game so far offensively, and he's got 6 rebounds to go along with those 10 points.
2 for 3 at the line. And we will now turn it over to the halftime entertainment of the HHS Instinct dance team.
Please welcome to the stage, Santa's Helpers doing Jingle Bell Rock.
I need to get more in sync with you. Huh? I need to get more in sync with you.
What a great, what a great performance by the HHS dance team as they perform their first time doing the holiday dance. Good for them.
Great job.
All right, some first half stats for you. Leading the way for Fort Hill points-wise was Stubbs. He's got 5 of their 13, but they all came from the line as we just talked about. He's not hitting anything from the field because he's just got poor shot selection.
He's just not great at executing his shots. A few times you saw him with open layups, and he just bounced it right off the backboard.
The Eagles, however, from the line, have taken 9 total free throws and have made 6 of them. So improving their team percentage. Right now it's at 66, and you got to think that's a good sign for them after we've talked about them coming into this game really struggling from the line.
It's a good sign. I mean, they need to keep on improving this half and get that free throw percentage up to 70 by the end of the game, hopefully. If they do that, they should be good with free throws for the entire season.
Yep. The Eagle scorers, Sheldon has 2, Plotner 9. Like we said, Breck has 10 and 6 so far tonight. Noah's got 4, Jamal's got 2, Antoine Carter has 2 more, and Caleb Welcher rounds out the Eagles 33 with 4 of his own. He's 1 for 2 at the line.
One thing this Eagles defense is doing great so far this game is they're just swarming those sentinels and just cutting down those passing lanes. And, you know, you can tell they watched the film this week because they're just picking off those passes one by one.
It seems they're more aggressive defensively than we used to. Normally they just fall back into zones and this, that, and the other. But now you see them trapping balls, blowing through screens, really getting the job done for them early in the game so far. And it's good for them because they're going to need some momentum leading into this long week. We talked about it earlier. Tonight, obviously, they're playing Fort Hill, and then 2 games later in the week back-to-back, and then they get on a plane Christmas night to go play in a tournament in Florida. So they're going to need some momentum along with the 3 wins they already have this season.
I mean, if you can go 5-0 heading into Florida, or 6-0 heading into Florida, you know, that'll be great for this Eagles squad.
They're definitely going to play some tough competition in Bradenton, Florida, and it's a good trip for them. I know they've been looking forward to this for a while. They've been planning it for a while. I'm excited for them, and I'm sure they'll have a good time.
Definitely.
While we have a moment, I'd like to thank our tech crew with us tonight. We've got Jesse Kane and Brady Michael manning the cameras, and Georgia Waltham on the switcher, making sure everything looks good for you guys at home.
Great job tonight by our tech crew.
We'd also like to thank Hannah Longley, who had to leave us a little bit early. She's been running this for a while. She's helped with a lot of broadcasts.
Yeah, she's been coordinating this whole thing for us. Doing a great job.
Another story to look at here from the first half are the fouls. Both teams with 8. It's not a terrible number. It's not the best number either, but
I mean, they're both playing physical, you know?
Yeah. And some of them, like we said, questionable calls a little bit.
Very questionable, a few of them. A few of the times where I felt like refs just blew it completely, and, you know, a few times players flopped, you know, but it happens. I mean, you know, no one's perfect.
If you didn't hear that, our PA announcer just announced our girls basketball team. They were in action tonight, and they beat the Broad-Ford Christian Academy Lions 60-23, 29 for their 3rd win of the year. They improved to 3-4, so good for the ladies. And I see a couple of them now here to cheer on the boys team as they have emerged from the locker room. Fort Hill following them right out. One more thing to watch is the tension. We saw a little bit of it with Breck and Middleton from Fort Hill. I'm sure Coach Church addressed it in the locker room. But let's see where that goes later on here in this game.
I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets too out of hand, because if you see a couple guys from Fort Hill gets tossed, you know, I mean.
I don't think it'll get to that point. I do think it'll stay a little bit chippy, though.
You might see a technical.
Maybe.
Maybe a technical.
Referees sure are pretty quick to give that to Hedgesville because of Coach Church.
Yeah.
He's known for getting a few techs.
Hey, you know, coach with passion, I mean.
Yeah. My folder just flew down the bleachers. I don't know if anyone saw that on the camera. I don't need it. That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I took everything out of it, or else that would be an issue.
Yeah.
We are getting ready to start the third quarter of play. Like we said, Eagles up 20 here in Hedgesville tonight, trying to improve to 4-0 on the young season. And Fort Hill, there's obvious frustration. You can see it on their face. I think it's just something they're going to have to improve with as the season goes on. They'll get better.
Yeah.
They're not a bad team. They're just taking poor shots, and when they get open ones, they're just not falling.
They're also playing a great Hedgesville Eagles
That is
squad.
true. The size, earlier in the game, Coach Church went with the length. He had Antoine Carter, Breck Gates, Sheldon Everhart, Jason Plotner, and Jamal Bland all over 6 feet in the game.
All at least 6'2". Leaning more towards 6'4", 6'5", with almost all of them.
Right now, Coach Church sent back out his starting 5, and it looks like Fort Hill did the same.
Fisher playing a great game tonight defensively. We'll see if he can continue that here in the second half.
Yep, normally we see Noah as a scorer. Just 2 points tonight. No, excuse me, 4 points tonight. But he's really stepped it up on defense, as you see right there. Quick hands, active hands. And he's keeping the Fort Hill offense at bay right now. As a nice reverse layup missed and rebounded by Breck, his 7th of the night. Nice find by Fisher. Sheldon goes up strong for 2. His second bucket tonight, excuse me, for 4 points. Assisted by Fish. Murr gets Plotner in the air, dishes it down to the post. Good move, poor shot by number 23 Harden. Or excuse me, 34 Middleton, as that one was thrown out of bounds, and it'll be Eagle ball. And just watching the Sentinels walk up the court, I was watching Grove walk, and he's obviously frustrated. He was talking to himself, saying something, probably talking about that poor shot selection.
These Sentinels just came out in second half, and they looked defeated overall when they were walking out of their locker room.
Pass to Plotner from Breck, and that one's off the mark and will roll out of bounds. Plotner now 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Murr gets the quick shot, quick shot rebounded by Middleton, fighting and up for 2.
Josh Middleton for 2.
Breck fakes the shot, drives, throws one up, no good, rebounded by Stubbs, and he's coming quickly down the lane. And Jamal with another block, a great defensive play, rebounded by Sheldon.
Ferocious by Bland.
Nice find by Fisher as Bland completes the play with the easy layup. Get a block on the defensive end, race down the court and get an easy layup. Nice play all around by the Eagles. Stubbs, easy travel call right there. And I think he's just in his head right now. He is not playing a good game at all.
Yeah, he's easily got 10 turnovers tonight, and he's their starting point guard. He's just throwing the ball away and making dumb decisions out there.
And this is the kind of start we saw in the first quarter for Hedgesville. So let's see if they can build on that and push this lead even further as Jamal's fouled down low by Harden. Excuse me, Grove.
Team first.
Sheldon goes up, tried to draw the foul, got the bucket anyway.
Sheldon Edelard for 2.
Quick hands by Plotner. That one skied out of bounds.
JT Stevenson in for the Seminoles.
Poor shot again by Fort Hill as Harden airballs from 3. Fisher was trying to make a cut as that pass was thrown, and Jason tried to save it, but nonetheless, turnover for Hedgesville.
He just run on the same page there. Looked like their Eagles offense was trying to draw up a play, but, you know.
Double team coming for Stubbs. He gives it up. 3 ball, no good. Rebound by Breck. Fisher up and good, assisted by Jamal Bland. Fish has 6 tonight. Stubbs up and finally gets one to fall from the field. His first field goal tonight. Breck quickly up the court. Gates for 3 from the wing, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Harden. Grove, excuse me. I keep getting those two mixed up. They look so much alike. Calvin Covington at the scorer's table to check in, as that is an easy layup for Middleton.
Bland coming down the court here. Looks like he just lost control of it. Coming down, just went out of bounds.
Stubbs driving by Covington, throws up another floater and gets it to go. He's starting to get a little bit of a groove. Calvin was open as he got the ball. Open again, he's gonna shoot it, and it's partially blocked. Fish drives, goes up strong, and he gets another one. Timeout, Hedgesville.
Eagles now with a 22-point lead.
still on the floor for Hedgesville. We've got Everhart, Gates, Covington, Fisher, and Plotner. Ball out of bounds. It's going to go for Hedgesville, looks like. Plotner drives, has Gates open, but he's going to take the shot himself.
Good defense for the Sentinels, but overall nothing you can do as Plotner just shot right over him.
Fish again with aggressive defense, forces Stubbs to give it up. Calvin is going to get called for the reach-in foul as his hand was stuck, but he did come in and commit his first foul of the night. The Eagles' second of the half. Excuse me, first of the half. Foul called on Fish on the jumper. It's going to be 2 shots for Dawson. That's Noah's third.
Jamal Bland over to the scorer's table, about to check in.
Dawson misses the first. Dawson's second shot is up and gets the friendly roll. The Sentinels are now 7 of 13 at the line tonight. As the Eagles dribbled up the court on this possession here, Coach Church was asking for a little more pace out of his Eagle offense. Bland drives, gets tied up, and foul called. Jamal gets his first free throw to go down. Jamal coming into the game is 59% from the line, 13 of 22 on the season, now 14 of 23 and 14 of 24 as he misses the second. Carry by Stubbs, and he has just been bitten by the turnover bug tonight.
Yeah, he's probably got around 15 turnovers tonight.
I don't know. I was not keeping track, but
yeah,
if I was, that sounds like a good number for him tonight.
He has 15 turnovers, I believe.
Just silly.
Yeah.
Silly, careless basketball for him.
If you're the Sentinels, you might be looking for a new point guard after tonight's game.
Yeah, everyone has their struggles. There's no need to yank him out of the lineup. Plotner's got to get rid of that. Never mind. He held it too long. 5-second call. Turnover for the Eagles. Just under 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Hedgesville is up 46-22. A good third quarter and start to the second half for Hedgesville. Stubbs breaks, double team drives down the open lane, had an easy layup, and that one swatted away by Sheldon Everhart out of bounds. 40.3 remaining in the third quarter. Shelton again, making sure the Sentinels don't get anything started.
He is just harassing the Sentinels here on the throw-in, giving them nothing easy.
Stubbs driving down the right side. He's going to get an open layup and one.
Jaden Stubbs' basket is good. Fouls on number 12, Jaden Wilmer.
He's got 11 on the night so far, as Devin Bell comes in to check into the game, as well as Niger Smith. And Stubbs makes the three-point play. Bell dumps it off to Plotners. He's going to drive, take on the entire Sentinel defense, and get it to go. Just under 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter here. Stubbs dribbles it up the court. He's going to have to get a shot off soon. He takes a deep three. Not even close, and that one's off Jason's arm, but it doesn't matter. End of the third quarter. Your Hedgesville Eagles lead 48-25 over the Fort Hill Sentinels. So what I'm seeing right now during this timeout, Coach Church is talking to one of the refs about something important, and he sent his assistant coach, Coach Ruest, to talk to the Eagle starters right now. What do you think Coach Church is telling the ref?
I mean, they need to watch, My guess is that a lot of Sentinel players have been, exchanging words with Eagles, or maybe not exchanging words, but saying things to Eagles. He's probably trying to get the game under control.
He's back in the huddle right now. Coach Church, in his 20th season as the head coach of the Eagles, that in itself is impressive. But he's always done a good job of maintaining his team's composure. It's just something they're known for. Now he's known for being a little crazy, a little loud. If you ask anyone who doesn't go to Hedgesville, they're not a huge fan of Coach Church.
No, they're not.
He's a hard guy to like, but he's one of those guys, if he's on your team, you love him. If you're playing him, you hate him. You can't stand it.
Yeah. I mean, he coaches with passion, and his teams generally show that.
I love Coach Church. I think he's one of the best guys in the school. He's a great guy to talk to if you ever need anything. He'll give you good advice. And coming from a journalist perspective, he gives some of the best interviews I've ever done.
Great coach, great teacher, great guy in general.
Plotner for three. Gets it to go. Plotner's got 15 on the night. That one's blocked by Fisher, and his defensive game, his great defensive game continues, and a carry called on Fort Hill. Sheldon's going to take it, drive, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Gates. He finds Fisher in the corner for three. No good. Rebound Bland. Kicks back out to Everhart. Nice find by Fisher on the inbound. Sheldon with the acrobatic play. Couldn't get the first three to go. Rebound Fisher. Kicks it out to Plotner for three. Not a friendly roll. Rebound Everhart again. He's got three on this possession. Fisher for three. Got it. Great offensive rebounding by the Eagles on that possession. Fish is not known for his three-point ability. He's 3 for 8 on the season coming into tonight, and he's got one tonight as Fort Hill tries to answer with their own three. Rebound Brett Gates.
One more tonight, he's got a double-double.
Fisher again from three. Got it! He's feeling it from outside. The Eagles push their lead to 32. 32, excuse me. Bad mental math on my part. And force another turnover. Give it to Noah. Let him keep shooting.
He's playing a
Feed
great
the
game
hot
tonight,
hand.
offensively and defensively. Appears to be heating up the second half from behind the three-point line.
He's perfect from the line. 2 for 2. He's got 14 total points. And he's got, what, 6, 7 steals?
Yeah, I would say.
Got a couple deflections in there, too. 2 for 4.
Blocks.
Yep, 2 for 4 and 3. And he's going to get called for the hook around. Can't do that. Easy call for the refs. And that's his 4th, I think. And he's going to have to come out of the game.
Fouls on Noah Fisher. His 4th, team 4th. Let's welcome back Jaden Wilmer to the floor.
Wilmer checks in for Fish, and that's a tough blow for Hedgesville. You got to take out your hot hand after his 4th foul. One more, and he fouls out. Everhart with the push out, and he's going to give it up to Breck. Easy layup for the senior.
Good pass there by Bland. And Bland with the deflection there again.
Antoine Carter's checking in for Sheldon Everhart. Stubbs tried to split the double team. They're going to call a push. I didn't see a push. Who'd they give that to?
Antoine. If anything, you could have given a reach, and I didn't see a push at all.
I didn't see a push. Even on the reach, I thought he just knocked the ball out.
Yeah.
He must have hit an arm or something. I didn't see that foul. As the inbound comes into Murr. That one's poked up way in the air. Plucked out by Plotner. And the Eagles have forced another turnover. Jason was pushed at the top of the key as Javen went by for the layup. They're not going to give it to him. Going to keep that one on the floor. Easy layup, and one for Jamal Bland off the inbound from Breck. What did Miss Kirsch just call him? Screech?
Screech, yeah.
Where did that come from? I've never heard that.
I don't know where it came from, but I've heard it many times.
Really? Is that like a football thing? What is that from?
I don't know. I don't think it's a football thing because he only played this past year, senior year. I was hearing it before then. I don't know exactly where it comes from, but we'll have to get back to you on that one, folks.
I've never heard that before. That is something new. That must be like I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was an inside joke with Miss Kirsten Jamal, because she said it all night.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Stoppage in play for some reason. Jamal, after whatever confusion that was, will finally get a chance to try to complete his three-point play. First time at the line tonight. That's not right. Third time as he gets that one to go.
Let's welcome Nigeria Smith back in for the Eagles, and let's welcome back Caleb Welcher for the Eagles.
Another turnover for Fort Hill, and they are still scoreless in the fourth quarter. And Nigeria Smith smoked the layup, but Jamal there to collect the rebound and put it down. Murr wanted the three, drove and kicked it back out. And another turnover for Fort Hill. So half of this fourth quarter has gone by and Fort Hill has still not scored as they are sending in an entire lineup change. Welcher from the corner. No good. Jamal over the back call, and he knew it. He nodded. Yeah. He agreed.
No question on that one.
Lineup change for the Sentinels. Fouls on Jamal Bland, his third, team 6.
That one no good. Rebounded again and lost by Breck. Fort Hill can't find someone who wants to take a shot. Again, a rebound by Breck.
That gives him a double-double on the night.
He's going to come straight down the floor, misses the layup. Rebound Niger. He's up and fouled. He'll go to the line. Nice, first one is up and rolls in for his first points of the night.
Let's welcome Michael Turner to the floor for the Eagles.
Michael Turner has checked in for his first minutes.
Big Mike.
Is he on the line with you?
Yes, he is. All-State offensive tackle right there. Or honorable mention All-State offensive tackle right there.
Nice, second shot rims out. 1 for 2 at the line. 65-25 for Hedgesville as they've pushed their lead up to 40. Definitely easy carry right there. And Noah Fisher's going to check back in with 4 fouls along with Devin Bell.
Let's welcome back number 5, Noah Fisher, and number 1, Devin Bell, to the floor for the Eagles.
So the Eagles obviously will obtain their 4th win of the year. We just got to see what else they got. Devin Bell open in the corner, drives up. His first shot of the night, no good. Tipped in. I didn't see who made that.
I think it was Turner.
Nope. Giving it to Jamal.
Yeah.
Foul called on the Eagles. Calvin and Jamar Taylor checking back in. The Eagles have now used everyone on their bench, and I have now run out of room on my score sheet for everyone on their bench. Stevenson with a fake and drive, and that is up and good for the first points for Fort Hill in this fourth quarter. Calvin bringing the ball up the court as the Eagles now have their entire bench on the floor. No starters. So good job by those starting five to push this lead out and push Hedgesville to their fourth win as Niger turns it over. That one's up and good for Fort Hill. 30-second timeout called by Hedgesville. Are they not giving him the timeout?
I don't think so.
I don't really know what's going on. That was weird. They called timeout, ref gave it to him, and now we're back on the floor. Niger Smith from downtown, no good, rebounded and pushed up the floor by Fort Hill. That one was almost thrown away. Miscommunication. Calvin Covington up the floor around the back, and he's got to settle it in for the offense. That one nearly intercepted, still loose, picked up by Fort Hill. Taken away by Javen. 3-on-2. Can't get the pass to Niger, and more sloppy basketball here in the final 2 minutes of the game. Started out pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, with 1:10 left, Eagles up 67-29. This one well in the bag before it even started, honestly. It's just time to get some players some experience, as that one's floated out of bounds, and it will be equal ball.
This is a time where you get players like Jamar who have to step up and play varsity next season, experience late in games.
And this is a good win for the Eagles, as they will travel to Fort Hill later in the season during their in the middle of their conference play. So nice momentum swing as they will see these Sentinels one more time this year.
Eagles have 2 more games this week, and it's off to Florida for their tournament. Hopefully they can get some momentum going into that with a big win here tonight and a big win also on
later
Friday
this week.
night.
Yep,
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday. And if you like this broadcast, we'll be coming at you live again Thursday night here from the Gilbert B. Miller Center, as the Eagles will take on Kingsman Academy in the first game of the Holiday Hoop Fest Classic. Michael Turner at the line for his first chance for some points tonight. Banks the first one in. The bench likes that one. And those are, I believe, those are Mike's first points of the season. Good for Michael. Second one up. No good. Rebounded by Fort Hill. 68-29, final 15 seconds here in this one. Final shot for Fort Hill up, no good, and that is it. Final score here in Hedgesville. Hedgesville 68, Fort Hill 29. Thank you for joining us tonight. We had a lot of fun with you. Nathaniel, how was your first broadcasting experience?
It was pretty good. Eagles got a great win, and, you know.
So to recap, Hedgesville quickly jumped out to a 23-7 lead after the first quarter and extended that to 33-13 at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say. Some star players tonight. Breck with the double-double. Jason had a good game. He's in double figures. Fish really exploded in the second half. What did you see out of the Eagle offense?
Overall, they did good shooting, good shot selection, good passing, and not really many turnovers.
Yep, and as we just said a little bit earlier, we will be live again Thursday night right here for the Hedgesville Kingsman Academy game. And right before we sign off, I'd like to thank one more time our tech crew, Jesse, Georgia, and Brady, for helping us out tonight. Thank you for watching, and see you Thursday night.